Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Todd Davis.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Right on these two, right on these two.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
You ready?
50, Mike 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
You draw Corkers.
Switch.
Hey.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watch your slack. Check the backer, check the backer.
6-6, pull it high. Let's go.
On second down, here's Locke. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On the ready.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check pass, check pass.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Down, 91.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And an alley to run. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Go, go.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker. I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
I got him. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Lock now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Protein spill.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Hey, zoom. Get ready.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. McManus's point after is good. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin the drive with Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
That's what I do. Check 24, check 24. Check 9, check 9. Hey, Ridley.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
47, Mike, 47. I'm trying to collect.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Ready to go. 26. 80 weapons. Smith.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Left side here to Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out left side here to Bryant. And And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Hey, Delta.
Minus 50, minus 50.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Focus, defense, focus.
On third down, Locke. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I got one. Check three.
Hey, Haywood.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Coming, baby.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike's 50. Pick it up. Mike 50. Let's get the ball.
Locke taking the snap at 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Go. Mike's 50.
Hey, wahoo.
Go, Mike 50.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal.
Bang. Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
Locke now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27. 27-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Yellow!
Check me out!
Mahomes now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set 30 base.
3 butt.
On first down, Locke. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
25 yards that time.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Left side, caught by Matthews. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Push him back.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Thompson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Broncos' 22-yard line.
Yellow. I'm here all day. I'm here. Yellow.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Mike's 47.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow. I'm going Yellow.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Watch the pass.
Now Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Butker now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Chiefs 16, Broncos 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Recon, 132 fighter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Let's get it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with him.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check 99. Check 99.
5.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
43. 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
And we got to get to the ball, team.
Protein spill. Hit it.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
60 outlaws.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Ready?
Lock now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. On play action, Locke. They'll roll him out right, letting one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
You. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
We own them. We own them.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now here's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? I don't even know why this team showed up.
Go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Yo, faster. 5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Chiefs 29, Broncos 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or.
I got you.
Now.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. They look to throw. It's locked. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go, 50-50.
Now.
Here we go, G.
Chopper. Let's go.
To throw it is locked. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. This is third, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. One final try for Locke. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, 57, 57.
47 Mike,
57 colors.
all day, every day, any day. 47's the mic, 47's the mic. I'm going to come back to you.
Mahomes going to throw it here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week.